Let's start. Hi, everyone. As I said, thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Carmen. I'm part of the Create Apps Championship team. Before we dive into today's sessions, Workshop 6, I would like to welcome all the new participants who joined today for the first time. So, welcome all of you. Before we kick off this session, where we will help you to prepare a compelling submission, we'd love to tell you a little bit about the competition. So, Elmo, please, can you pass the slide for me?
Yeah.
So, the Create Apps Championship is an initiative from Dubai Chamber of Digital Economy. This is the third edition of the Create Apps Championship. It's a global competition under the Create Apps in Dubai initiative. It was launched by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. So the program is designed to advance digital innovation and position Dubai as a leading global hub for mobile app development. Next one, please. So over the last two editions, you can see some pictures from the previous editions. We received more than 5,800 applications from 132 countries. So what does it mean? This is not a local competition. Anyone around the world who has an interest in Dubai can apply. We helped develop over 340 prototypes last year. So if you are looking to set up a business in Dubai, or you already have a company and you are looking into digitalizing further, you can apply. This is the right place for you. I believe that someone has the mic on, so we can hear some noise. So please, I will appreciate it, all of you mute your mic as we have full house today. So as I was saying, so anyone that have a cool idea for mobile application that you think that will work well in the city of Dubai, you can submit your application. If you are choosing one of the four winners, you will receive an investment of $150,000. So there are four categories: youth category, innovative, impactful, and industry of the year, longevity. I'm not gonna go in too much detail on the categories. You can find this information on the website. As well, we have a once a week Q&A session. So you can go next, Elmo, please. So here, perfect. So once that you register as a participant, you will have access to the platform where you can see previous workshops. You can have access to guide, resources, tools. So I hope that everybody is familiar with the platform, and also visit the community forum. The community forum is the right place to interact with other participants, as well as find questions that maybe other participants asked previously and we answered to them. So that can help you as well. Next, please. So yeah, if you want, you can scan this QR code and you will part of the official WhatsApp channel. This is a channel that we use just for updates and communication. Nothing else. It's just for us to keep you completely on the loop of news and updates. So before I introduce you to Andrea and Elmo, that are the two wonderful mentors that we have today with us, and they will guide you on how to create a compelling submission. Just a quick reminder, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Dubai time, we have the Q&A session. It's the moment where we will be answering all the questions that you might have regarding the competition. So please, let's use today's time to listen very carefully and ask questions regarding what Andrea and Elmo has to say regarding how to create the pitch deck, how to record the video, how to storytelling. All these, the questions for today, I think that should be focused on what they have to explain. Tomorrow we will have a full hour to answer all your questions regarding the competition. So please ask the questions regarding today's topic, okay? And without any further delay, Elmo, Andrea, thank you very much, both of you, for joining us today. I will leave you as the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carmen. So yeah, this week, as Carmen said, is an important workshop. It's all about how to pitch your idea. we've had a number of workshops before where we went through like how you can get more focus in your idea, how you can look for the right target group with the most valuable need they have, and how you can create an app solution, a user experience, and a user interface design. We talked about creating your underlying revenue models and all these kind of things that ultimately, of course, need to go into your pitch. And the pitch is what the judges will see, so it's quite important to get that right. But we're here to help you give a little bit of hooks and guidance on how to do that. So as said, I will be together with Andreas, your facilitators for today. I will talk a little bit about pitch and how that looks like and how to build a good flow. And Andrea is here to show you and help you how to do that more effectively and efficiently and faster using AI. Yes. Just some house rules. So it's a full house, so make sure you're on mute. We do some interactive elements using Mentimeter. So it's good to have your mobile phone with you so that you can scan the QR code and do the interactive parts on your mobile phone. Obviously, since we're using AI and Andrea will show how to use it, it might be handy to have access to an AI chatbot or an AI system so you can kind of follow along if you want. Questions, of course, please put them in the chat and make sure that you send them to everyone so that we can see it. And again, like if you have any questions regarding competition itself, please make sure that you are in the session tomorrow at 3 o'clock Dubai time, because then all the questions you have around competition, organization, and platform and things like that will be managed. So we can focus on today's workshop. And if you have questions about today's workshop, of course, please put them in the chat. Roughly halfway, we'll have a 5-minute break because it's a 2-hour session. So we also recognize that it might be helpful for everyone to have a little bit of a break halfway to like re-energize. Right, and at the moment, this is the last workshop we are doing. So like I said before, we had a whole list of workshops already done and dusted. All these workshops are recorded and available on the platform. So if you need to look back or you want to check back on what has been shared and discussed previously, please go on the platform. You can see the recordings there and get the information that you might have missed before. But today it's all about the video pitch, and because it's an important part of the end goal. So to submit your idea, that deadline being January 4th, you need a couple of things. One, there's an App Business Canvas, another tool that you can download from the platform as well. Why is this important? Well, the App Business Canvas has all the elements that you need to fill out in your submission form. And it specifically also allows you to think about having an app that is focused and differentiating, so it's better than alternatives. It allows you to think about your first implementation, the minimal viable product, and the underlying business model, so revenue model and cost model. You will need to have a prototype of some sorts to be able to demonstrate and walk through the most important, let's say, features of your app. There's a tool service blueprint that can help you make that flow. And obviously, you have to bring all that back into a pitch. There's a pitch template, slide deck that you can use as a basis. We'll talk a little bit more about that today. So App Business Canvas tool is downloadable. You can see all these sections. You need to have answers to all these sections to be able to do a submission. And obviously, all these sessions will also come back into your pitch. There is a pitch guide, a template, a slide deck that is crucial for your pitch. It's available again on the platform, and it covers all the content, all the elements that need to be in the pitch. So it's quite important that you use this as a reference to make sure that you have all the key content in. It also has some tips and tricks as well on how to present that content, so it's always handy. I think the link will be shared in the chat. In any case, you will find it on the platform. And now, with any further ado, so let's see how we need to create a pitch. So what we're going to cover in this session is, okay, what are the requirements for your pitch? So it's not going to be any pitch. It's going to be a video pitch. You'll need to show the prototype, your app. So what are the requirements for that? We'll cover how a pitch looks like that is impactful in terms of content and flow. We'll give you some guidance on how to approach building your pitch. And of course, we'll spend a lot of time on using AI to allow you to do all that faster and efficiently. So in a nutshell, for the next period of time, so all the way up to your submission, we would encourage you to take these steps. So first, start creating your pitch outline. So the rough flow of your pitch, so that you have a story that flows and that has all the content in there, covers all the content that you need to cover. You'll probably need to iterate on that a couple of times, like to fine-tune it, shave it, make it better, and add some information to it when it's missing. So probably you need to practice and iterate a couple of times, and then you'll need to make a recording that you can use as a submission for this competition, actually, yeah? So that the judges can see your pitch, and actually, obviously, we want them to vote for you, right? So that's your goal. But before we go there, I just want to have a little look back, and let's go into the Menti here. So you can do two things. You can either scan the QR code with your phone, or you can go to menti.com and enter this code, 62804583. So just give you some time to get in. Because we have almost 100 people in the call, so. $39, $39. Yes, 52 people. So I'm just gonna go on now. Just to look back a little. So I'm just curious about you. Just please answer this question. Just so we know a little bit like where we are in terms of pitching experience. We know that some of you have had built apps before, so might have a lot of experience, some have no experience, and by the looks of it, most of them are in some experience, which is nice. So it's good that some of you have some pitch experience, so that helps you in being a better pitcher. Just move on. Now, some of you have not pitched it before, and some have some experience, but I'm also curious, like, do you already have a pitch for your app for this competition? By the way, if you have not logged into Menti yet, so you can always go to menti.com and then use this code 62804583. Right, very nice. So I see some have a final version already. Let's see. Hopefully, today's session will give you some new input to kind of rethink or tune or improve on that final version, make it even better. And for the rest that are a little bit more in the beginning, it's a great opportunity to get all the like the tips and tricks and the hints, like how to build a compelling and engaging and of course inspiring pitch. And the final questions is here. So if you have a pitch, how many times did you try it with someone else yet? Like maybe friends, family, get some feedback on your pitch. Yes. So obviously, since most of us don't have a pitch yet or just starting the first version, it's kind of obvious that we haven't tried it yet. I would really encourage you to try and like practice your pitch as often as possible. Even if it's the first version, it really helps you to understand if it flows, if people understand what you're trying to say. And ask them for feedback, which parts were clear or not so clear. It's very powerful to practice and try it a lot so that you can fine-tune iteratively. All right, so back to our deck. So in this case, it's a bit of a special pitch because we're not actually pitching live, but you need to record your pitch. So you need to make a video that is 5 minutes long, where 3 to 4 minutes is about you pitching, and 1 to 2 minutes is to make a screen recording of a walkthrough of your application to demonstrate how it works. You should be in the video as a presenter, so we don't want anyone else, no avatar. You should be in the video. And you can use the background, of course, to put slides there or anything else that is going to underline your story. We don't want to have on the background your story in words. It should be supporting your story. So you deliver the story and use the background to support what you're saying. And also the pitch needs to be in English. One is because we have an international group of judges. And of course, the semifinals will be in English. So if you want to have as many judges vote for you, smart to do it in English. And this is how it could look like. We're looking for something like this. So we have you in this case, this lady in front of a slide deck that supports her story. So this is roughly how the recording should look like. Just so you have an idea, right? Now, that's a little bit more like the operational stuff. So you need to be in the video, you need to have slides in the background, you need to have a walkthrough. But the point, of course, is that we want to have a pitch that is compelling and is going to lead to the judges voting for you. So how do you do that? So just jump into the Menti again. I think or hope that you are still in there. Just out of curiosity, why do you think we normally would pitch? So what is a good reason to pitch? So I think this is an open-ended, so please put your answers in the Menti. Why do we pitch? Sell our idea, convincing. Yes, I see convincing quite a couple of times. Idea validation, interesting one. Yeah, sometimes we just want to pitch an idea and see what people think about it. Much like we trial our pitch, we pitch our pitch, kind of to get feedback. Feedback, align people, yes, very nice. So I see a lot of interesting ideas. Convincing the judges, obviously, yeah. Find the real reason, yeah. Yeah, the real reason, like what is the big thing we're trying to solve, right? So that's a good thing. Explain yourself, yeah. Sell, buy-in, yes. So it's not only about money or selling, it's also buy-in, very good. Attract investment, of course, yes, very good. So actually, there's indeed many reasons why we pitch. Of course, we all mentioned funding, yes, of course. Sometimes we just need people to help us, like, hey, like I have this great idea, can you help me build it? Or commitment, like, okay, if we have this idea, will you sell it for me? Yes or no? Sometimes we just need support. Can you help me, or can I go to you for feedback? And of course, then the feedback itself. Often at times we just pitch to get feedback, and many of you mentioned that. In our case, it's quite obvious. We need to get in those semifinals, so that's why we pitch now. So we need the votes of those judges. Now, so many of you said that we need to pitch to convince people, but the idea of a pitch is exactly not convincing. So in your case, we want the judges to do something, being we want them to vote for our idea, right? But people are just not going to do that out of the blue. They need to think about your idea in a different way. So they see your idea maybe for the first time. Maybe they need to think, well, this is the fastest or the biggest or the greatest solution for this problem, and it has a lot of potential. So we need to make them think differently about our idea. If we are able to do that, they might vote for us. But people in generally don't want to change their thinking unless they feel engaged and motivated to do something. So they need to feel something. They need to feel it's an important idea. There's urgency to bring it to the market because it hasn't been solved for so many years yet properly. People are struggling. This is, like if we don't do this, it's going to be terrible, so that people need to feel something. So you guys are saying we need to convince people, but in pitching, what we say is more important is that we need to engage people. And if people are engaged, then they will think along with us. So in your pitch, it's very important to play more the emotional game and make your judges feel something that is important, that if we don't change this, it's going to be terrible, that it's a missed opportunity, whatever. We need to make them feel something, and we need to so how do we do that? Now, the way to engage people and make them feel something is through storytelling. So a pitch is a story, a powerful story, must be a powerful story. Let's talk about storytelling. And don't take my word for it that storytelling works. We have Hollywood, we also have Bollywood, this is like a huge industry. You all can agree that storytelling is very powerful, can be very powerful if done well. Now, in a way, we're going to ask you to create like a mini movie, right, of your app, like a pitch, a story. That might sound a little bit overwhelming, but luckily it's not that complex. So if you look at the whole movie world, there's only 7 stories to be told, 7 basic plots. You can map all movies on these 7 plots. So actually, it's not that many differences. Yeah. To make it even more easy for you, in the context of business, or in this case of app contests, there's only 4 stories, really. We have the founder story, which is more about building trust and engagement, showing the judges that you are the right people for this idea. You are personally invested, you know how to do it. So that's the founder story. The purpose story is maybe you have a bigger purpose as a team. Maybe you want to make healthcare accessible for more people. That's a purpose, and it might convince the judges like, oh wow, this really is an important purpose. We should endorse. Now, the third one is the value story. Is where we say like, hey, we have this user group with this need, and this is our solution, and this is how our solution will solve that. So that's the value story. And then the customer story is that we don't tell it by ourselves. We have the customer or our users tell the story, or from the perspective of the customer. So all these 4 you can or probably will use in your pitch. Now that's still 4 stories, but luckily for you, there's only one real story flow. So all stories basically follow this flow. So what you see is there's a starting point where there's a current situation, then there's a challenge, something happens that needs to be addressed, so we need to start making changes, and then at some point in time we go to like a crest, like the top of the hill, where we say like, oh, and this is what really is going on. So it's like a big insight, a big opportunity, and then we go down a little bit in energy levels to talk about how we capture that, and we always end with a captivating outlook. Now, so this is just lined up how this looks like. So we have a current situation where you typically see, oh, this is the context, main characters and the goals that these characters have. You have the challenge, there's some problem or obstacle that they need to address. Then they start to addressing this challenge. Now, the crest is the ultimate resolution, and the captivating outlook is like the new situation, or sometimes in a story it's a new morale. And just to give you an example of a story, like current situation, once upon a time in a land far, far away, there was a farmer boy who was in love with the princess. Okay, so there we go, introduction, main character, and what is going on. Of course, this love could never work, that's the problem. But one day, this farmer boy found that the princess was held captive by a dragon. So another problem, so actually two problems here. So the prince grabbed his stick and jumped on his ox to slay the dragon. Of course, he wants to do something to set her free. And then there's all this effort he's gonna take. So no one ever succeeded, but little did anyone know that the dragon could only be defeated by true love. So the boy freed the princess and the king accepted his love. So, like problem solved. So they lived happily ever after. And positive intent will prevail. It's kind of the morale, right? So this is a story. Every story has this kind of flow. Now, that is nice because this is a fantasy story, but how does that translate to our pitches? Well, in a pitch, it's actually the same flow. So we start with a current situation, an introduction. So we need to introduce our pitch in a way that immediately captures the audience. We need to either introduce ourselves or our main user, our main persona. Then we talk about the challenge that our customers or our users have. So what is the problem that they're actually having and what problem are we addressing? Then the changes, like your solution. You have an app, great. So there's a challenge, but there's a solution. How does that solution work? So you present your app, and then of course you have to make it big. Like one app for one user, who cares? But if we say like, okay, this is a very important problem, or the problem occurs a lot, and there's many of these users, this is the market potential, you make it big, so you make it attractive. And then you say like, okay, vote for me, because if you vote for me, we can make this happen. This is what I will do. When I get these votes, I'm going to take these steps to bring it to reality. So you see, the same flow applies to your pitch. In fact, on the right side, you can see roughly how much time each step should take. So it is a good thing to keep this as a guidance also, like, okay, how much time should I spend on each of these elements? What you see is that there is quite a lot of time reserved for the challenge. And that's because if the judges don't understand deeply that this is an important challenge, they would say like, yeah, but why are we doing this? Why is this so important? Why is your app such a good idea? Well, because it needs to be clear that it addresses a very important challenge. They really need to understand that this is a big problem that you're addressing. So you need to spend time to engage the judges with your user, with the problem that they have. And that just takes time. And better spend a little bit more time to create that engagement, because then the rest will be way easier. So a little bit more detail. So about
Elmo, can everybody hear Elmo?
No, I think he
No,
is.
no, I can't hear him.
Oh, no sound. Don't hear him.
He lost the connection.
I think so.
Which slide is he on? I think we lost Elmo, so let's give him like 30 seconds. Otherwise, I will take over if he's not in. Let me just try to find which slide he was on. Okay, guys, if it's okay with you, I will try to take over until Elmo will come back. Can you see my slide? Just give me thumbs up or just
Yes,
show
I
me.
can see.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
wonderful. This
Yes,
is not my
right.
slides, so bear with me if it's not perfect. But obviously, Elmo set up the stage really, really well. He already spoke about the structure of the movies and how you need to put it into the different terms. And then he obviously moved into talk about, from which perspective do you saying the story? And this is quite personal. I'm actually working on pitches for my two AI startups. We're going into pre-seed, so here are some of the options which he mentioned. Obviously, you can look at it from a founder story. So, why did you start to do it? Is it problem which is important to you? From a customer perspective, is it something which is addressing customer problems and which you having as a customer as well? Or you start with the end. That means you start from how it will be actually working and what problem you're solving and so on. So in terms of what do you start with? It's really up to you and what your solution is about. Now, I think this was there. The importance of clear problem statement. That's very important. Often, as a founders, we are so in love with our solution that we get so entangled in terms of what are we actually solving. So it's super critical when you are on this little stage, when you're recording yourself, make it about a real problem or real customers or real founders. So make it about yourself, you as the user, and explain how this will make your experience better. Or you make it about the customer. Tell a story about the customer you maybe tested your application with. How did they react it before they knew how you could solve it, and how will they be solving it with your new application? So really make sure that you very clearly identify what are you solving for. Is there actually a problem to be solved, or is it just in your imagination? So remember that. Be clear what you're solving. Then secondly, bring the story to life by highlighting some of the struggles. So I had privilege to mentor a couple of you over the last couple of weeks, and it was absolutely delight from a application which helps to solve football optimization in terms of training and scoring. So each of your solution had a different problem statement. And what is very critical, and I think what is important for the people who listen to you, imagine I take the example of the football. I had no idea I am not a big football fan. Please don't be upset at me with that, especially the men on the call. But so if you're selling something about football to me, I have no idea. So it's really important that you say, this is the problem we're trying to solve. And these are the struggles the coaches or the trainers are having, or the doctors, if you're having a medical application. Really make sure that you explain what is the impact, financial, emotional, whatever the impact is on your customer. So remember it. Always picture now Andrea, who has no interest in football, is part of a judging jury, which needs to judge an application where football is part of. Then also, what we are competing with, right? So in the solution which we are now competing with in my own startup, it's very critical that number one, you know your competition upside down, that you really know what is happening in the world, that you're not blindly obviously pitching and there is some other people doing exactly the same. And if they do, why is your solution better, right? So don't, as Elmo put it on the slide here, don't just list the competing solution. Make sure that you're very clear about, are you swimming in the red ocean with all the other sharks? And if you do, why is your solution better? Or did you create something in the blue ocean side, which is still in the same category, but it's so differentiated to everybody else? So make sure that you can bring alive, who are your competition? Why are you better? If you're swimming in the red ocean, why are you standing out? And if you're in the blue, how will you survive, and how your solution is better than them? And also that I struggle with this very much. You should be able to introduce an app in a sentence. I don't know if you tried it yet, and if you didn't, please do. When you finish this call, try to explain it to your partner, to your husband, wife, mother, brother, in one sentence, what actually your app is about, without going into 5 minutes description of the functionalities and the problems and so on. So this is something which you should really practice. If somebody say, "Oh, what is this app about?" So that you can say, what is the differentiating promise? the only app, the first app in the world, the fastest app. What does it do, right? Try to write it down and be really able to do it. For somebody like me, and maybe many of you on the call who are super excited about their own solution, that's the biggest struggle, because I want to tell everybody what the app is doing. And you are obviously required in the pitch to make a walkthrough, which I think it's a delightful request from the competition, because that's where actually, the beef is in the pudding, as they say, right? You can really see what's happening and feel what you guys put into it. So if you have a prototype which is fully functional and clickable, if you have a prototype in combination with, for example, a WhatsApp agent, whatever you have, make sure that you showcase the prototype in the video. And we will talk about the recording a little bit, but always when you do that showcase, my only suggestion would be focus on that one thing which is the most important. I'm sure you have many functionalities in the application, but what is the one which you think your customers and your users will fall in love with, and which is solving for the problem you told me you are solving for? So keep it in mind. Don't tell me I'm doing this and that and this and that and right and left and center. Just tell me the one thing which will blow me away. Focus on that, okay? Promise that you will focus, otherwise you will lose the audience. And again, look at it from a user perspective. What will the user experience? You can use words like, imagine you open this app and then you can see this, and when you click on it and this will appear, and this will make it 60 seconds and whatever it is. So use that app walkthrough so that you can be really, really fast. In your canvases, you also need to obviously size the market opportunity to say, who are you after, right? I will go back to my friends with a fantastic football application. Is your target audience the entire football world, or is it small clubs? Is it big clubs? Is it private clubs? Is it the players? Who is it? How big is your opportunity canvas? This is really important, and I'm sure you already worked on it. So make sure that it's clear in your pitch. How is your overall opportunity, and who is the launch market, target market? Who are you going after with your MVP? And, excuse me, how will you be able to capture this? How will you, I always call it, world domination. So how will, the football app is called Winger AI. I hope the guys are on the call. If you are on the call, how will you dominate? What will be your world domination strategy? So how will you make it big? And it's always important to think big. Obviously, your MVP needs to focus on very raw, real benefits, but long term, you need to know how big you can make it. And what are some of the key elements in your revenue model? Is it subscription based? Are you doing it free and reselling the data in the background? Do you have sponsorship models? Is it licensing models? What is it? How you're making money, and how will you reach not only making money, but what will it cost you to run the application, right? As you know, if you run something with AI, what models will you run it on? Are you running it on Gemini 2.5 Flash because it doesn't require a lot of computing capacity and it's cheaper, and this is what your operating cost will be, and that's what the revenue will be? You need to quite understand, especially in the beginning, what kind of money you need to run it and to set it up, and what kind of money do you need to actually survive, and how will you make it big? So what I want you to do now, you obviously heard what's important in the pitch and what do you need to do. I want you to just take a piece of paper in front of you. I will give you about 4 minutes. So everybody has a piece of paper. You can show me thumbs up. I can't see the chat, so I hope everybody does. And now, based on what you learned and what you heard about, focus on the problem statement. Make sure that you choose what kind of story you want to write. Make sure that you're clear about what problem are you solving, and so on and so on. Write a clear story in 10 sentences. You don't need to practice. I just want you to write it based on what you already have in your mind and what you know about your solution. From which perspective are you presenting it? Founders, customers, problem? What problem are you solving? Who are your competition? How are you solving it? I'm giving you, it's 3:47 Dubai time. I'm giving you 4 minutes exactly, and then we will jump into how you can use AI to actually help you with a pitch and bring it on steroids. Okay, go ahead, guys. Keep writing.
Recording in progress.
Want to say something?
Hello.
Okay, you have 2 more minutes.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Great.
You couldn't hear me?
No, we couldn't hear you for some time.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So, do the participant know what to do, or you didn't hear me?
We didn't hear you at all. We're just trying
Oh my
to
God.
from
Okay,
our
so sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, guys. You should have just, banked on the
No, I
visual
could hear
screen.
you. I could hear you, and I know what to do. So I don't know. Maybe this is
Okay,
not
maybe
for
it was just
everyone.
part of it. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yes, you were audible. Probably some of you couldn't hear you, but you were audible.
Thank you so
So we
much.
have to
Thank you
write.
so much, guys. Okay, so who couldn't hear me, I just wanted you to try to do a write-up pitch before I show you how to use AI to do it. And while I'm doing it, Carmen, can you get ready the link for the documents to download for the prompt, which I will need just now?
Sure, I will do.
Thank you so
just a
much.
second. I will be sharing here on the chat the link where you can go into the portal
Yeah, not
and
yet.
download the prompts.
Yeah, I
But
will
then
tell you
it's
when.
easy.
Okay, perfect. Guys, you have 1 more minute to finish, and I will switch to the showcase how to use AI. I hope everybody finished. You can share in the chat how, what did you do so far? But because we're running a little bit behind and we had these technical difficulties, I just want to continue. I hope it's fine with everybody. You will obviously have access to the deck and access to the recording. So can people give me just thumbs up that you can hear me and that you're ready to see how the AI can help you? Thank you, Muniba. Anybody else? Thank you, Salim. Wonderful. Okay, Ali, thank you. Thank you, Vijit. Wonderful. Okay, guys. So I hope you're excited. I can tell you I use AI all the time to obviously help me with it. So let's see how I can. Okay, so what we will be doing now is I will show you how to, in the session of today, I will show you how to use AI to create your pitch from the content of your pitch based on the template which we got and put it into a beautiful deck. Then how to record a pitch, and also what I really like, how to use AI to be the jury and give you feedback on your pitch and help you to improve it. So let's partner with AI to create this, great content. So Elmo in the beginning, and I think Carmen were talking about the template, or not a template, a framework which includes all the different parts and pieces which you should have in your pitch. That framework which we shared doesn't mean that you have to use the design. That's obviously completely up to you, because you should represent what your brand represents you, but obviously the content itself. So to people who still remember from our first session, when you work with AI, you should always prime it. So as I give it the role, give it the context, give it some constraint. Then you need to feed it. In your case, is the idea. And then you need to prompt it. You need to say, what do you want it to do, and what kind of format. So we always repeat this kind of excuse me, framework when you use AI. Don't really deviate, it really helps. So what I did, like from the past experiences, I already pre-created the prompt. But before we go into it, I hope there are some Star Wars fan on the call. You can, show me with your hands up, because I am a massive Star Wars fan, and every of you, fantastic, Elias, I love it. Every of you know obviously Master Yoda, and Master Yoda says, "No such a thing as bad AI answers. There is not. Only bad prompts there are." So it's always super important and critical. I said, it's not me, it's Master Yoda saying it, that you have your prompt right. So the prompt is quite long, but I want to show you the prompt first. And Carmen, if you would be so kind, and if you can put it into the chat, you can download the prompt, and obviously the prompt will be with you. So I want to show you the prompt. So the prompt itself is, you are senior pitch deck strategists and designers. Your task is to transform into a 10 to 12 slide pitch deck following and exact structure guidelines. So now the context itself is the context which you got from the framework from the App Championship, and which Elmo was showing in the beginning, which is intro into the concept, problem solution, target market, unique value proposition, founder story, key team members, and so on and so on. That's your context. So this prompt completely follows the framework which we are asked to use for the pitch which you are supposed to be doing for the competition. And then, of course, what do we say? In terms of constraints, we want to give it some constraints, right? So what I incorporated into the prompt, I said, keep every slice very visual. Use a simple language, no jargon. Avoid text-heavy context, and so on. Additional requirements, where the concept paper is missing information, propose smart, realistic option, and ask me 3 to 5 clarifying questions, because you need to feed it some documentation, right? So for the AI to be able to create the pitch for you, and how you should respond upon receiving my document and my prompt. Analyze my document. In your case, it could be a concept paper, it could be your value proposition canvas with some videos, whatever you have. I hope all of you already by now have some kind of concept or strategy paper. If the AI doesn't understand and needs clarification in order to be able to create this pitch, they should ask you questions, and obviously then generate a complete pitch deck following the instruction, and then provide final deck outline and a second version for enhanced for storytelling. Okay, so now I want to show you how it works in my
Andrea,
case.
sorry
Yes?
to interrupt you, is that the slide deck is not passing. We
What?
have in tips to build your pitch.
About the priming, feeding, and prompting. You will get access to all of this, right? And then obviously now I need to show you my Master Yoda, because I did such a great job with AI to create it. I created it just for you, So, remember, there is no wrong answers from AI. Or there is a little bit hallucination. But your answers are determined by the quality of your prompt. That's really, really important. And then what I did, I actually explained the prompt which Carmen is putting to download into the chat. So the prompt, as I mentioned, is clearly structured based on the framework which App Championship wants you to use in order to have the same chances, right, in the competition. The design of your slides and the videos and everything what you will do, it's fully up to you. But let's follow this up. And then obviously I included also for your benefit some of the formatting rules, so that the AI creates something which is really highly engaging with simple language, and also that it asks you question if it doesn't know what to do. So I hope this is clear. And I'm so sorry, guys, please, next time there is a trick and you are on Zoom, something is not working and I can't see you or hear you. Just put your hands and just pretend this is like an invisible window and they're like, banging against the window. I will know something is wrong, right? Okay, let me show you what I did, right? Okay, so this is an example I used for a business I created for my cousin in Czech Republic. So what you need to do first is you need to attach the concept of your solution, right? I'm sure you have some kind of strategy document or concept paper, value proposition canvas. Give me some thumbs up, some banging on the window. Everybody has something in that set? Yeah, amazing. Thank you. You see it's working. I can see everybody. Okay. So once you upload it, and I use simple ChatGPT because I assume everybody has access to it. Once you have uploaded it, you put in the prompt which Carmen shared with you on the chat, right? And then you let the magic happen. So I gave it the concept document and I gave it the prompt. So now the AI is working and already starts to generate. You see slide by slide. It breaks down every single thing from my story and then say, I need to have some answers from you, right? So obviously I need to give it some answers because obviously I wasn't clear enough in my document. So you will need to work with AI to give it the right input and the right answers, right? I give it a feedback and then you will be able to see. So I'm answering obviously what is my preferred visual, what is the founder's tone, and because it offered me obviously what the style should be. Can you see it says what style do I want? A, B, C, D, and what is my tone? Is it 1 to 4? So I choose, and excuse me, and then it continues working. So this is a really great way that you created all of this amount of content, right? Your value proposition canvas, your videos, your images, your business case, everything. But now you want this helper to create these fantastic content for your slide. This is not creating the slides itself. This is creating the content from the slides. So you can see it takes each slide one by one, and then amazing. And it obviously asked me if I want a Gamma ready export with spacing for layout. So what I say is, what I want is, I want to create Gamma ready export because we will work in Gamma, right? So this is your first part. You really work with AI to help you to create the pitch itself. So now it creates an export ready for Gamma, which will afterwards I will show you once you give it a try. How will we create the beautiful presentation in Gamma app so that you don't need to fight with, different PowerPoint slides or whatever design tools you're using, right? Okay. So we are in the, you can see it has all the numbers. It follows the same instruction. So it's very clever and very fast. Plus my document was obviously very good already. So I want you now to go into ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, whatever you're using, DeepSeek, whatever you're using. Open a new project. Put up your value proposition, upload your value proposition canvas or your strategy paper or your concept paper or whatever you have already. And then copy and paste the prompt which Carmen gave you. Ask the AI to be your DEX strategist. So you don't need to do the work of the extrapolating all the data. You will be the one who will be proofreading all the information, right? Guys, you have 10 minutes to do it. Go into the choice of your AI, open a new chat or new project, upload your value proposition canvas, your concept paper, your strategy, your business plan, upload all the documentation which you have. And then you can use Notebook, LM, whatever your preference tool is. And then copy that prompt which Carmen gave you. Everybody clear? Everybody good? Yes? Okay, I'm putting a timer on my clock here. Nine minutes going now. Good luck, guys.
Your video is too late. جورجي من الكمبيوتر لأنه ملخبط لك وبدالك.
Guys, don't forget to put yourself on mute. Thank you.
نخش على الجيميل تاني نشوف المشكلة فين. ليه شاد الكمبيوتر دلوقتي لأن الكمبيوتر محتاج احتياطات معينة لقعدته. انتي كنتي قاعدة.
Excuse me, if anybody, can you just double check your microphone? We can hear some voices. Thank you so much.
Hello, how I can translate the lecture into Arabic?
Oh, you want to translate the prompt into Arabic? Is it what the question is? No problem. Just copy the prompt.
They're asking if they can get the PowerPoint slides in Arabic or some translation.
Oh, that's not the question. I thought the prompt. Carmen, can you take that?
No, yes, I can answer that. No, unfortunately, we cannot translate the presentation in English, as all the information and all the documents and all the submission has to be in English. the App Business Canvas as well as the 5-minute video should be in English, as the jury will be evaluating. I know they are not Arabic speakers, some of them. So, and the semifinals and finals will be in English. So to keep consistency, everything should be in English. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, yes, 4 minutes.
Excuse me, please, miss, please.
Yes.
When I copy paste the prompt, switch me to the registration page.
Oh, thank you so much. So if you didn't yet use ChatGPT, just sign in for free with your Gmail. No need to subscription. It's a free version. Thank you for highlighting that. Just sign in for free with your Gmail.
Just take the link and paste on the ChatGPT.
Yes, and you need to attach your concept or your value proposition canvas so that the AI knows what to work with.
Please, I need to understand. Copy the prompt link on the ChatGPT?
No, you need to open the link and copy the prompt, not the link.
Not to open with me.
It is not opening for you?
Yes. Switch me to the registration page.
Oh, I think, Carmen, you need to answer it. I don't think that the gentleman registered first to the Create Apps yet.
Okay, so Muhammad, just to clarify, first you need to register as a participant. Once that you register as a participant, we give you access to the portal. So the prompts that I'm sharing on the chat are available on the portal, where you have access to all the guide resources, recordings of previous workshop, and indeed where you should have gone to register to attend to this workshop. So you should have access to the portal. So maybe you need to access with your password and to the portal.
Which portal? Which portal, please?
The Create App Championship portal. So probably is with the email address that you register as a participant.
Already I registered there.
Okay, just let him use the prompt that is coming.
Okay, so in the chat is also as a temporary solution. Maybe you can use the one that is already shared on the chat, but you can find also on the portal ones that you have access to. So please take the prompt from the chat that you can Han Bang just
Which
share.
one? Which one, please?
Okay, I will do it. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste for you on the chat so you can take it from there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's let I can see there are a couple of questions. I will answer them right now. Let's give the rest of the group who is still working that 1 minute 20 to work, and then I will answer some of the questions in the chat as well. But let's 1 minute to go, and I hope some of you are progressing well.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I can use Notebook LM to make a presentation and videos.
I will show you how to do it a little bit later, okay? Just be patient. Thank you so much.
There is 1 minute left.
Can I ask a question?
Just give it 38 seconds so that everybody has time to finish, if it's okay.
Please check. Can I ask a question?
Okay, guys, we done. 10 minutes are done. Let's do a little bit of sharing. Let me first answer the questions which were inside the chat, right? Number one, some of you were asking that they got a response back that things are missing. Of course, the AI needs to have all the content from you, otherwise it will make it up, right? So this is just 10 minutes. It will take you probably an hour and a half to work with the AI to do the proper content. So I just wanted to give you a taste what's possible. So you need to then have a conversation with the AI for all these slides which they need the content, because it will not only help you to create it, but also will make you realize. I think, Vijit, the question was from you, right? Around the investor readiness. Thank you so much for highlighting it. So that means that some of these things were not missing in your documents, right? So you need to still work on it. But you can again use AI to help you to come up with some of the stuff. So number one, it takes a stock of everything you did and says, I found 90% and 10% is missing, or I found 100%, and then you need to provide me with still something. So that's a really great thing. In the prompt, there are, I think, 2 prompts in the document. I hope you use the first one, which you have. So I would love now for a couple of you, just maybe we can use 5 minutes, just ask me question to this exercise before we move to the next one, and tell me, you know, how was it? What did you learn? What surprised you? Anybody who wants to go?
Yeah, actually, I can go. It's really amazing, and I'm using the Gamma app. It's really helpful.
Oh, you already in Gamma. You
Yeah.
jumped it. You
Oh,
are impatient, but I'm loving it. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go
no,
ahead.
no, I
We
mean,
will
I
do
meant
the
the
Gamma
steps.
next.
Oh, yeah, I mean the steps, like when you said to use it in a concise, let's say 10 slides. So that is
Mhm.
really helpful, and the AI was
Amazing.
able to, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's
I'm
really clear.
happy you liked it. I will show you some tricks in the next video, but Gamma is amazing. Thank you. I'm happy you appreciate that. Any other feedback or questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Excuse me, can the presentation be in Arabic?
I don't think so. I love this junior voice on the call. That's wonderful. It's like but as Carmen was saying, every presentation must be in English. So what you can do though, if I can suggest, you can prepare everything in Arabic and then use AI to help you translate it, because that will ensure that your original content comes from your own knowledge and your own language and from your own point of view. But then for the submission, it is important you use AI to translate it, and that you can do easily in PowerPoint as well, or because there is a built-in functionality for it as well. But you know, so you can, while you're working, feel free to do it in Arabic, but in order to submit it for the competition, it needs to be in English.
Yes, my experience with putting this through the ChatGPT has been a good experience. I've been shocked with how structured and step by step it has been able to put down my strategy for the platform, and I hope I'll continue using it very, very well, and I'll be able to achieve what I need with it in submitting my
Amazing.
pitch.
Amazing. That's really great. I'm happy it's helpful. So one last question before we move.
I just want to appreciate you. Could you share with us Gamma?
For your
Sorry? I hope you didn't lose me. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yeah.
Signed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
we can hear you.
I am so panicked by now that you can't hear me.
No
Okay,
worries, Andrea. We can
guys,
hear you. It was
wonderful. Okay, so I know we don't have. I hope you're okay, guys, to not doing a break, because we are in a good spirit. Are we good?
Yes.
Everybody good, excited? Yeah.
Can I
Okay,
ask you?
fantastic. So no break. We're cutting break out. Okay. So I
Just,
want to show you
I have
some of
one
you.
question.
Yes, go.
I'm sorry, just I use the Gamma. Just I want to thank you for this session. It's very helpful. But I used the Gamma, but I think it's so basic presentation. It's acceptable for the to show my idea.
I show you just now. If you give me the next 5 minutes, I want to show you how to use it properly. Is that okay?
Okay.
And if you're still unhappy, you can always move to another tool, but give me a chance. Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Fantastic. Okay. So I want to show you obviously what I'm doing with Gamma. So Gamma app really evolved over the last 15 months. In the beginning, it was super basic. Now they integrated even Gemini Nano Banana, so the quality of the images is really, really great. It has still certain limitation, but what I highly recommend to use Gamma is for a couple of reasons. And there are other tools, but tools like Gamma app, right? It's not .com, please, or .ai. It's Gamma.app. Is that Once you create and you are happy until the certain point, you can then export it into a PowerPoint and do your final touches there, right? But what is great is, especially if you're working in Teams as well, you can share it and you can just talk to the Copilot and you can make changes. So I want to show you here. So this is obviously the landing page after you do a free sign up with your Gmail. So always please remember, do a free sign up, otherwise you will lose the content, right? Okay, so you can see here, you can generate, paste in text, import files. So what I will do here is, it's running. This is your landing. You can see, you can do many different things, right? So I put the paste in text because I have my pitch generated through the ChatGPT. I go to here, I copy the entire, I copy my last chat, which is the pitch itself. And I just paste it in Gamma. And obviously we'll delete the top, which is what the AI is telling me. Yeah, and then you have all the slides. And as you scroll down, you can select if you want long or traditional, and if you can always convert presentation into a website if you want online, right? So now it has all the 10 slides. And here in the bottom, obviously you delete again what the AI is talking to you. And then you have a chance on the bottom to say, do you want to generate from notes, summarize long text, or preserve this text exactly? So I want to preserve it because I'm happy with the content, right? So now it will configure the prompt. Now you come to this first design page. This is the easiest. On the left, you can choose how do you want it. I want it to preserve it. There's 12 cards, which means 12 slides. I don't want more. I think that's also the maximum. And then on the left, you can see you can have different themes, colors, and so on. You can upload your own. I just choose the standard black and white. And what type of illustration do I want, right? Do I want luxury, minimalistic, high contrast? So I have high contrast. You can choose what type you want. And on the top, on your right, you can see various additional instructions. This is where you talk to the agent. I don't really have any instructions in here because I was quite clear on the document. And now I ask it to generate. You can see the system already subdivided the slides systematically. And it starts to write. So while I'm doing nothing, imagine the hours in PowerPoint. The ones who are as old as me, remember it's called Death by PowerPoint, right? You just spend hours of creating something. So here the system is creating every single slide for you based on your input, based on the style you choose, based on the framework you gave it. So again, you step away from the manual work of creating slides into ensuring that the content is correct, because that's your job. You must sure that the content you are presenting to the championship is strong, it's powerful. So as you can see, it created many different things, right? So now it's done and you want to change it. You say, okay, you know what? I don't like the pictures. I don't like the slides. So obviously it put nice dogs because it's a dog grooming business and dogs grooming app for Czech Republic. So founder, that should be my cousin. It's actually her dog. Funny enough, it picked up her dog looks like this. So now what is really important inside is you can see on each of the slides, let me just go where I think I will show you here on the picture. Very good. Yeah. So you can see here, I want to pause here for a second. So if you want to change anything, number one, don't only listen to me, go on YouTube and watch like a 10-minute tutorial so that I know what do's and don'ts are. You can see now I clicked on the slide and the slide is like in blue, right? Everybody sees that? So when you see the slide in blue, that means I worked with the slide here. Then on your right, you see the agent, right? So there is like a cat kind of thingy. So where you can talk to the agent and it will only do changes into the slides. So here, if you don't click on the slide, it does changes to everything. So you always need to make sure that you work with the slide itself. So here I say, card styling, I can change. You can insert links, you can insert videos, whatever. Now I go and I say, what do I want to do? I want to I think I'm putting my picture in because I didn't have Ircha pictures. I'm putting one of my AI generated pictures. It makes me look so much younger, I like AI. So you put in and say, I want to replace the picture because this doesn't look like the founder. You can improve writing, you can improve anything. You can change the design. You can say, I want it focus on the numbers, whatever it is. Always make sure that you work on the area of the slide. Now, one piece you can see here on the right is you can see the original slide. You can see that, right, in the video, where the lady with the black hair is, and then on the right is original modified. You can then choose which one do you want to keep. It's really practical. So again, talk to it like if it would be your designer. Say, I want to change the picture. I don't like this. Make it more visual. Change the dynamics. Just, there is a lot of things the model can make for you. And then you can incorporate as well on the top. Now I ask it that I want a little bit different visualization of this. So it's already working. And again, it shows me how it was before. And now it's much more visual, right? It's much more better looking. So again, Gamma is really, really practical in a way that then you can export, you can see, and you can export into PDF, PowerPoint, Google Slides, whatever. So once you export into PDF, once you're done, it will create the PDF. It will save into your downloads. You can open it and you can work on it in PDF if you want to. But this is really practical and very fast way to get your things up and running. Because if you want to do the recording, now it opens in the PowerPoint. Now it's in a traditional PowerPoint. Voila. You're almost done. You just need to win the competition. Oh, you still need to do the video. But otherwise you're good, right? Okay, so you can, obviously, I'm now turning into a website. I was actually sending it to my cousin so that she can work on it. And then, you can promote your app in it as well. And you can create a website out of it, okay? Which is really great because you can send it people to review. Okay, now you have 10 minutes. Everybody good? Everybody's in love with Gamma? Give me some hearts, guys. I need some love here.
Yeah, loving
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Okay, loving it too. Okay, it's crazy, right? Imagine the hours you spend on PowerPoint. Okay, so I want you to all to open Gamma app. Go onto your browser, open Gamma app. And if you didn't use it before, please do log in with your Gmail for free. Yeah, and then go and you can use the prompt which you created in ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek or Claude, and click on that. If you think about that landing when you create, you can choose the text and copy and paste the system prompt and just delete all the instructions and then start create. And if it's not perfect, the prompt, don't worry because you can always change it. I just want you to experiment a little bit, okay? So I give you now 9 minutes. Because I don't think we have so much of time. I'm not ever good in time management.
Auntie, please,
Yes.
I have a question. When I copy paste the presentation here, we are stick to the template you sent for the presentation?
For the framework, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. Because that will ensure that you are compliant with the expectation of the app championships. Because all your content will be different, right? Because all of you work on a different problem, but the flow will be the same.
The flow the same, the theme the same also?
No. You choose what theme. You want it pink, you want it green, you want it transparent, you want it full of robots. You decide how it will optically look like. You choose whatever you want. The only thing is that you just follow the framework in terms of the sequence of your story, your problem statement, business case, and so on, which we did in the first exercise.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, but you choose. It should represent you, right? It should be you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Go, guys.
Excuse me, I have a quick question. Sorry.
Go ahead, Camilo.
Yeah, Camilo from Nicaragua. I know that we're working in Gamma, but what happened if I have, like I'm working also in Figma on my end? Is that good to do? Is it good to go? I mean, whether
Of course,
I'm, a
you
step or
choose.
everything.
100%. So you can obviously in the end choose whatever you want to choose you're most comfortable with. What I'm just trying, what my role here is to show you how AI can make your life easier and augment you better. So Gamma is a really great tool. As you could see, you have a fully integrated agent which does the changes instantly. You don't need to, you know, if you want to change fonts everywhere, you just change it with one. If you want to incorporate something, you change it with one. You just talk to the agent same way you would do. And some of these tools, Figma and Gamma, they have fantastic functionalities, right? But they don't have fully incorporated agents yet. But if you are comfortable, you already started, no problem. But what you can do, Camilo, is that if you have Figma and you can export it into a PDF, for example, you can upload the PDF into Gamma and help you make it better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah?
definitely. I understand. I mean, Gamma is a pretty good app. I also use it, but I mean, I was more comfortable using Figma. So I just want to, you know, I want to be clear on that because it is the first meeting that I'm attend to. So, but thank you so much.
No. You use what you want to use. What I'm just trying to show you how can AI make the life easier and more creative and just put you on steroids.
Excuse me, Andra.
Yes.
So I just heard I can export my existing presentation to Gamma and it can enhance it.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. So if you are on the landing of Gamma, right? There are these three, which is text to something, upload. Let's wait. I have it here. Just give me a second. Here we go. Can you see my screen? Elias, just one question. Elias, can you see it? So when you land here, you have generate, paste in text, import file, remix a template. So what you will use import file or URL. So you can even use a presentation from an existing website if you have. So you just press on import file, yes, upload what you have, and then give it the right instruction. Yeah? Fantastic. There was a lady who wanted to ask a question.
Okay. What I can do to choose the perfect theme and the best theme.
So you mean from a design perspective?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will just play the video again and just stop it at the right place. Let me just go a little bit faster here. Let me show you. Okay, here. Can you see my screen? So on the screen, here on the left, once you upload either a document or your prompt or whatever, here on the left, you can see the themes, right? So I just have now 6 themes, but if you click on this button, which is called View More, I think it has like 60 different themes in terms of colors and types and whatever it is. So you can always choose one of them, or you can do your own and upload it there. But it has many different themes you can choose from. And it's up to you what you choose from. And then underneath, you can see image styles. You can select what type of image style you want, but it's fully up to you what design, colors, and font types and sizes you choose, and also what kind of imagery and then, you know, iconography you have. You choose it, and you work with an agent to obviously adapt it to your needs.
Excuse me. So what you're saying is that with the remix template type of feature, someone can have an already made template with a specific theme that they're interested in, and with the use of Gamma, that it can really integrate what existing theme is there. And
yes, 100%. If you already have existing and you have it in Figma or PowerPoint, you just create a document, and you what I was explaining to Elias before. Wait. Here. Then in this third button, which is called import file or URL, you just upload your existing presentation, your existing color themes or style, whatever you want, and then it will replicate the style which you already created.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry,
3 minutes, guys.
I have a question.
Yes, go.
I have 2 questions. Let me ask first one. How much page I should have to be clear my idea?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
How much page I should have to clear my idea?
So based on the framework, you shouldn't have more than 12 pages. 10 to 12 pages is the maximum for the pitch, which it's realistic because don't forget that you will have to walk through and you have 5 minutes only. So it's actually even too much, but usually, you know, that should be max. 10 to 12 pages is max.
Okay. Second question. Some pages I have identical data like the global market numbers or pricing value or market. I should refer to the reference.
Yes, so when you create it, that's a great question. Gamma can create any kind of numbers and visualization for you as well, right? So let's see, maybe we can see it here somewhere. So can you see on my slide? You can, I mean, not on the big screen, but on the left where you can see all the different slides, right? So you can see it can create graphs out of your numbers. It can create anything you want. So sorry, it's just jumping because I'm not in a live version. So you feed it your data and then you work with the AI to say, how do I want to visualize it, right? Do you want it a line graph? Do you want it quadrants? How do you want the data to be visualized, right? Or in a table, you decide and you work with the AI to make it beautiful. So you don't need to physically create any graphs.
What about the reference values, like or newspapers or thing? I should refer to it in my slides.
I'm not sure I understand the question about newspapers.
Okay, sometimes I'm adding some numbers like the number of users will use my app, my market, my size of market from Google. I take the data from Google, like newspapers or wiki page. This reference should I add to my page?
Oh, so the raw data you obviously put onto the slides, but the references, means the links where you got it. Let me just stop there here. So here, can you see my screen? My navigation shows here on the right, there is like this little clicker. Can you see on the right corner of each slide?
Yes, I can.
If you click on it, it says notes. You can then insert all your references into the notes.
Thank you.
Okay, 15 seconds, guys, and you're almost done. And then we just show you 2 more things, and then we're done for the day.
Excuse me, hello.
Yes.
Hi, I have a question, please. I would like to ask if it was okay to present the problem and the solution as a video inside the pitch.
Yeah, this was actually my question. So since the pitch will be 12 slides, okay, those 12 slides are pretty long for a 5 minutes video. So
Yes.
should we cover all the topics mentioned in the pitch in the video, or we just pick the
Hello,
most
hi,
important
Andrea.
ones?
I'm going to take.
I think Carmen can take
this
that.
one.
Yes,
So
please.
this is Sarah from Create App Championship. We provided you a structure for you to understand what we need from you, if that makes sense. If you want to add the problem and solution on one slide together, it's fine. The only thing we need to have is all okay.
I understand
what we need
you
from
mean.
you is exactly the structure and the flow of the pitch deck. If you want to put the problem and solution on the same slide, it's fine.
Sarah, I think the
answer your
question was
question.
slightly different. If I can paraphrase, right?
Yes.
So I really like the. Excuse me. I really like the idea because I do it in my pitches as well. Can you guys put yourself on mute?
The first winner.
Can you? Thank you so much. So, what I really liked is there were 2 ladies asking if they can use videos to show the problem or the solution, which if I can understand also from Sarah what you said, that you can use any kind of visualization as long as you actually show the problem and show the solution and comply with a framework. You can do headstands if you want to, but it needs to show what the problem is, correct? Fantastic. So ladies, the 2 beautiful ladies on the call who were asking about it, so you can use a video
Andrea?
to showcase your problem, as long as you ensure that everything in the and every requirement from the framework is somehow captured.
Andrea, please. Andrea, please.
Yes.
I have a question, Andrea, please. Actually, I designed my presentation and go to Gemini or ChatGPT and create a minimal image for this presentation, and then copy paste on the template of the you sent. Is it okay?
Yes, of course you can. Yes, you can. You can upload any images you want. Okay, guys, we are into the last part of the sprint, right? I
Madam.
hope you're exciting. All good? Guys, we need to sprint now. You ready? Yes? Show me some hearts. Yeah? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I want to show you how to record your pitch, and then you won't do it today, and I want to show you how you get a feedback from AI. So I am using a very simple way for recording. One thing which I would suggest, don't expect, maybe you are perfect, but I'm not, that your first recording will work. Because it's very important that you give it multiple tries. Number 2, please make sure you have a script. Script is a really powerful way, and what is fantastic in the recording tools that you can actually see the script, but nobody else sees it. That makes continuity. You can control your voice. You can really focus. You don't stumble around. So you will just expect that you will need to record yourself multiple times, right? And you will obviously need to put the prototype. My personal suggestion is that you do walk through the prototype without the voice, put it into your PowerPoint, and then do the voice over because it's easier. It's in one take based on what you do, right? Let's see if this is working. Okay, here we go. So how can you record yourself? I use Cameo because I assume that everyone and each of you has a PowerPoint, and it's such a super free feature in PowerPoint, and it works really, really well. You can use Keynote, Canva, Zoom. You can use many different tools, but I feel that, PowerPoint is the easiest to use. In terms of the recording, again, you can use the snipping tool or screenshot or Zoom, whatever is at your disposal. In terms of editing, if you need to cut something out, I don't know if you have a Microsoft Suite on your computer. There is a application which is called Microsoft Champ Art, which is as well for free. And it's a really simple tool, like Adobe Professional almost, with sound and everything, which you have. It's really a Snagit as well, another one. But just use what's available for you. No need for subscription. There is a lot of tools, and you don't need any AI for this. It's just, old-fashioned human interaction between you and the computer, and give it a lot of love, right? So here is a couple of the tools: PowerPoint, Canva, Zoom, Camera, multiple different things you can do. Okay, jobs you need to do. Find the tools which work for you. Ensure the deck and the prototypes are ready for the recording. Make sure you have a script to have a nice voiceover. Have a good lighting or audio. So I have here, I don't know if you can see it, I have this massive light over me, like a halo, You can also get cheaper lights like this if you want. I think it's like $20 from Amazon, right? Lights which you can put on top of your computer, because I can see many of you on a camera, but I can see many of you don't have good lighting. So it's very important you have a good lighting so you can have a light in your face, and you need to make sure that your microphone is working properly. Look at the camera, which is obviously not there. It's on the top in the middle, and you need definitely more than one take, right? So let's go. I will show you how it works. Okay, so this video has a couple of different areas, including my own voice. So as you remember, this is, and please bear with me, the presentation obviously is not done, but I wanted to show you how to record it. So as you can see on the left here, there was a button which is called Cameo, right? You choose it and you can put your face, your body, whatever you want to present into the video itself. And decide, do you want it, animated? Do you want it some borders around it? You can do many different, and this is in a simple PowerPoint, right? Again, no magic here. It's really, really easy. So focus on the content rather than overdoing it with some super expensive tools. Now, this part is interesting, right? Because I'm showing it to you, you see? So I stopped here. This is the view you having when you're doing the recording. So you can see yourself in the window. You can see the slide you're recording. But on the top is your script, which nobody else is seeing. So your script is in the level of your eyes. So you can actually read the script without necessarily, you know, shuffling paper or doing anything. So this is really good. It's a fantastic little feature, as you can see, right? Now, what it also does is as soon as you switch the slide, you will see it just now. I hope it will. Yes.
So you
So
saw how I pressed on the recording and what my view is in the PowerPoint. You can see the script on the top and the PowerPoint presentation on the bottom. It's really important that you look into the slides, and then obviously you just put your eyes down when you want to change the slides back. And then as you will be talking, you will see when I move back into the PowerPoint slide, you can see in every slide my face and how the video adjusted as I am obviously changing the slides. It all happens automatically. It's a really practical way to record your presentation, while also you can see the script. So you can stay focused, you can follow your script, and you can put all your energy in.
As you can see, I'm repeating myself, but I'm quite consistent. So you could see before what you see, and this is what the audience sees. So the audience just see beautiful. Now, what you could see here is, though, that I designed my slides not properly, right? My face is over the notes. So think about it when you're designing your slides, that you don't have text and then your window of your recording is not over it. So that you don't, you know what I mean, right? So make sure that that's not hidden. So, and then...
As I'm obviously changing the slides.
And then you can obviously adapt.
It's a really practical way.
Then when you switch from PowerPoint presentation from presentation to normal mode, every single slide has then already the recording inside. So it's really, really practical, nothing really complicated. So this is how you record. I will still open for some questions in the end, but I want to show you how do you get feedback. Everybody good? You got that? Okay, fantastic. I hope I can see a couple of hands up, guys. Give me 5 minutes. I want to show you how to get feedback, and then we will jump into questions. I am sure you are already eager, and then eager to make your own stuff. Okay, I hope you're ready. Yes? Okay, fabulous. Okay, so I love to use Google AI Studio, and this is really great. Excuse me. So I go into Google AI Studio and I upload my video, but I didn't obviously upload my presentation because I didn't finish it for you. But I use my TEDx, which is obviously my presentation without slides. So what I did is I went into Google AI Studio, uploaded my TEDx talk, which is obviously 12 minutes of me talking. And then I put in the prompt. I think it's the second prompt, which I gave you in the document. And the prompt, as you can see, is Shark Tank style pitch feedback evaluator. You are acting as a Shark Tank style juror professional pitch strategist. Your task is to evaluate my pitch recording as you are deciding whenever to invest. When I upload my pitch video or audit, you must evaluate my pitch, my confidence, my body language, my emotional credibility, evaluate slide content. Unfortunately, I didn't have slides here, so it will come down because I didn't show slides. What was my timing? Give me a score. What do I need to improve? What do I need to rewrite, a change? What did you like about the format, and so on. So now the AI looked at my pitch and gave me a feedback. So it says, because I asked for pitch deck review and I didn't put a pitch, but I wanted to show you your prompt. It obviously says the Shark pitch sells a business. However, evaluating this through an investor lens reveals exactly how you can translate your immense stage presence into raising capital. So there's some yellow things happening on the screen, like somebody's writing. I don't know what that is. I'm not doing anything. Okay. So it evaluates the pitch. So imagine again, this is like you have thousands of juries. It tells that I have an energy, that I have a good stage command, that I'm memorable. Obviously, I chose a pink dress, which also make them remember. What did I do well, right? Branding, brain gym analogy, data integration. What do I need to improve? Now that's what I'm interested in, right? So what? What does the investor need to do this? Actionability, I didn't talk about it. Slide by slide, I obviously didn't put slides, but it recommends me what slides to put. What about my voice, tone, pace? Now it gives me a rating in terms of clarity delivery, investor readiness, slide, I had no slides, persuasiveness, timing, hook, and closing. So you can see, and in the end, it tells me what suggestion does it have for me? How can I change? And this is a really super, super powerful way. You can obviously practice with your friends and your family, or you can use AI to give you a really powerful, and for that, you don't need to look always beautiful. You just need to do one run in your PowerPoint with your camera on, and then upload it in Google AI Studio. Use the second prompt from the document Carmen shared with you, and then learn from it. And then, once you record the second one, insert it into the same chat and say, this is my second try. How did I do in comparison to the first one? Where do I need to do better? Okay? So this is how you can use AI to be the Colin Powell and all of these Shark Tanks who are here in UAE or in the United States. You can even give it a persona. So this is really, really great for you to do. So when you're ready, obviously not today, you open the chat as I say, you put the prompt, upload your pitch, and ask for feedback. Now, what I want to give you as a tip is, you know, when I did my prep for TEDx, they say for every minute you are on stage, you need to practice 1 hour. And I think it's almost right. So if you have 5 minutes presentation, get yourself ready to at least, 5 hours of prep. Record yourself and listen to yourself. That's probably the hardest part to do because we don't really like, to listen to ourselves. And then have AI to help you and do multiple recordings. And once you're happy, just, be done. And with that, what is next for you is finish your concept, your prototype, create the pitch and content script with AI, record your pitch, and use AI wherever you can to help you to make it more beautiful, to give you a great feedback, to incorporate the feedback, and I'm sure you will be great. So I wish you a good luck, and this is my last message for Master.
May the Force be with you.
And with that, we are done, and I am still ready for I'm getting so many hearts, guys, I'm loving it. We need another 2 hours. I'm loving the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have about 9 minutes. If anybody has questions, comments, how helpful was it? What did you learn? Shoot it at me. Let's go.
Excuse me.
Hello. I want to.
Hello.
Okay, let's go. Zara, I think you were first.
Yeah, thank you so much for this presentation, first of all. Thanks a lot for all the tips. Really amazing. I loved it, learned a lot. And each and every presentation in the program has been really, truly insightful. So thank you everyone for organizing this and all the knowledge you're giving to us. So I have 2 questions. So one is, could you please repeat the Microsoft tool you mentioned, whether plugin or tool you mentioned that we can use for the recording? I didn't catch the name. If I can note, if we can note it down, maybe if
so it's in PowerPoint and it's called Cameo.
No, it's not Cameo. There's another one you mentioned.
Microsoft. Clipchamp for cutting the
yes, the cutout. Maybe it relates to my second question because I wanted to ask you how to do the human cut. It's called human cutout that you showed on your slide where there's a lady just in front of the slide as if you're live in a studio and something is happening in the background. So I know how to do it, for example, for social media, live streaming, when I stream my game and so on. But for PowerPoint, for presentations, I don't know how to do human cutout, which probably requires additional tools.
Yes, so there are other softwares which you then put as an overlay of your PowerPoint, which you can use. I think Cameo does it. You can do a Cameo and you can have a Cameo transparent, so you don't need to have any background. See if
Cameo transparent. Okay.
Yes, yeah, but I think that what what I would suggest, focus that your slides are beautiful and your content is just powerful, that everybody is knocked out of their socks, you know,
Yeah.
because I think things like there are multiple different tools which you can use to overlay, but many of them have subscriptions. So if you're happy with Cameo, you can remove the background. It works
Okay,
really
I'll
well.
try with remove because I really don't like when you're in a frame, like square or round. It's much nicer when you sort of feels live. You're there.
Okay.
Talking. Yes.
You know, I'm sure you will find something. If you can't find, ask AI.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just
Yeah.
a human. You know, my capacity of tokens is limited. I think AI has much bigger capacity than me.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
Zara. Okay. I can see Fatima was next, I think. Fatima.
Please, Andrea.
Yes.
Can I use the Notebook LM to make a presentation and my video?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes, 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 you can actually. So you can use Notebook LM to do your entire presentation as well. It's quite funny and funky, and then you can download it and use in PowerPoint just to put the voice over. Yes, you can do that. Very good. Great idea. It has a limitation. It has a limitation in terms of designs, but what you can do is you can use Notebook LM to create the whole pitch from a video presentation perspective, and then you can, if you want it really beautified, you can then put it into a Gamma to make just the design better.
Can I add photos with my app and my presentation and my video?
Not into Notebook LM. That you can't. That doesn't allow you because it's AI generated. But you can create the pitch and then you can do it in another tool.
But I can.
Yes, you can. Of course, you can.
Thanks very much.
You're most welcome. Okay.
Can I have a question?
Of course. What's your name?
Good day, Obada. Thank
Okay,
you for
Obada.
this presentation. I have a question. It's regarding the pitch. Is there any example how to start? I mean, like, should we like start by introducing ourselves, or like right directly into the point where we're introducing the problem, or how?
So don't forget, Obama, that you have 5 minutes only, right? So please don't spend 30 seconds to coming and say, my name is this and I'm doing this. You just go in and you just dive straight into it. I would very much recommend go on YouTube and look at some of the Shark Tank presentations because they are absolutely amazing and they will give you great guidelines, you know, how to do things. So, you know, the same way how you look at the top 50 pitches for VCs online, from Airbnb to, you know, whatever, Uber. You can go and YouTube the best pitches from Shark Tank, and you can see their openings.
So it's something similar to Shark Tank. But you know, like there are some differences as in Shark Tank they present everything in person, and most of the times it's some product which is not connected with like phone apps or something like that.
I mean, Carmen, you can step in, but for me, it's not a difference. You know, it's the same thing if I'm in a camera or in front of jury, right?
Hello,
It's
hi.
not a difference. Oh,
I'll
Sarah.
jump in.
Yes, please.
Andrea?
Please do. Yeah, come.
Yeah. So what Andrea is referring to is the tone. Sorry for the very bad lighting. I'm building on what you're saying, Andrea. My lighting is very bad. So the Shark Tank, if you look at how Shark Tank is pitching, the tone, the voice.
I think we lost. Sorry.
We lost you? Okay. So the pitch structure is on the submit page on the platform itself, and we'll share the link on the chat.
Yeah, and thank you. And the first prompt which you used today has exactly the same structure as the document which is on the platform which is available to you. So just follow that, and you just dive straight into it, you know, because you then speak in the presentation about yourself, about the team later. You have only 5 minutes, guys. This is a short time, so just.
Hello. Hi, I have a question, if you don't mind.
What is your name, sir?
Kabil. I'm from Canada. The time zone is totally different. Sorry for this light. It's still dark in my home country. So,
Okay, go, Kabir.
Yeah. So the final, like the due date for submission, could we before that send our pitch, like to get evaluation before the final like submission? No. Yes.
No, so we have a session on Friday. You can attend, you can submit, you can showcase your pitch deck and receive feedback from the facilitator. This is one of the options. But for us to pre-evaluate your pitch deck, it will be hard. However, if you want a mentor to help you, there is Elmo who is available. If you want to book him, Carmen has shared the link on the chat. You can chat with him. But we cannot pre-evaluate and provide you feedback as the Create App Championship team. It will not be fair to others.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Submission deadline is on the 4th of January. So you have until the 4th of January to submit.
Kabir, and that's for everybody. Please, guys, use the AI. Ask AI to go on the app championships for the last 2 years and who were the winners and what they presented. And then ask them to step into the jury of championship AI and give you feedback as you present to it.
Oh, wonderful. This is a good advice.
You have all of these digital people at your disposal, you know.
Okay.
You don't, so, you know, be creative. Say, I'm competing in this competition. If you are part of championship jury over the last 2 years, how would you judge my things? This is the framework, you know, just ask it to give you, step into the shoes of somebody.
No, it's a good idea. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to
ask a question.
Confirm about like the actual structure we are supposed to follow. So at the beginning of the video, our pitch video, you are basically maybe sitting somewhere and you're explaining your product, then you switch to the slides with a cameo. Is that the correct format that must be followed? I wanted a bit of confirmation on that. So we have a video maybe in the first 3 minutes, us explaining our product, the problems that we have, pointed out, and then the solution that we have created. Then we switch to the slides with the cameo.
I know. So this is what Andrea went through today. You don't need to have only your face and then the slides. You can have your face on the slides, and this is what we're expecting.
So yeah, and to elaborate on this, this is a good question. So back to what Sarah said before, guys, it doesn't matter if you have a video, then slides, then singing and dancing, as long as in this 5 minutes you address all the points which the framework requires you to address. Right? So just and the framework is available on the platform, and the prompt includes that. So you don't need to have slides for everything. You can have, I think, like you just said, that you have some video which explains the problem statement, the customers, the journeys, and then you have a PowerPoint which shows, as long as it's everything in one video and covers the framework, right?
I would add to that, Andrea. Actually, what we want to see is that if there is a video, it's like an explanatory video, but it's not like the person just talking. We need to have some backup, some visual on the backside for us to understand exactly what it is. It cannot be just the face of the person in front of the desk and saying, hello, hi. No, we need to have like number. We need to have some kind of elements that the judges can have.
So you're simply saying in the background, the person maybe has whatever they're talking about being displayed in the background, and not them just talking directly to the camera. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that, for example, if you want to do like a Netflix production and say, this is the problem that I have, and you're showcasing the problem with a prompt, but we need to have some facts that backs up your problem, if that makes sense. So if you want to present it on the slide, if you want to create a video that you embed in your video and do a montage, this is up to you. But it has to be very clear for people to understand. If you look at elevator pitch, some of them, they come with a product and they showcase it, and they say this is the problem, this is the solution that we have, right? And this is the problem that we have. What we want is to exactly understand through the pitch if you will be one of the semi-finalists or not. So everything has to be very, very, very clear. And this is where the script comes in as well. You cannot just, it's better to prepare the script and rehearse.
So guys, I believe you have a call tomorrow at 3 p.m., right? With Sarah, Carmen, and the team to answer any of your questions in regards to competition. I still have one, I can still answer one question in regards to today in terms of what we discussed today. So if anybody has a question one,
Hello.
I
Hello. The tool that you use, is it?
Yes.
Hi, I have a question, please, regarding the script that you have mentioned on PowerPoint. So you said we have to generate the script on chat, on ChatGPT, and then upload it on PowerPoint and read it when we are about to record. Where do we upload the script? Do we have?
Yeah, there is a part where you can put it into notes, or there is a script part. So number one, you don't have to create the script with AI. If you are really great, you do it yourself, right? So I just do it because I'm not an English speaker, so I give it notes and then it translates and makes it sound like I'm really wonderful. So and then you put it into a notes, which will gives you you should remember in the video, right? When I did the recording, I could see the script on the top and then the video on the
And it
bottom.
was
So you
actually
just
rolling up. It was as you were speaking.
Yeah, you
So-
can you have in the mouse, you can actually you navigate it. You choose, you do the speed. It doesn't do automatically like on a teleprompter, right? So you navigate it.
So what is the name of that? Let's say
It's a functionality in PowerPoint. Just go in PowerPoint and then put in script, and it will help you to find it.
all right. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Okay. Carmen, Sarah, you want to close it down?
Yes, thank you very much, Andrea. Thank you very much, all of you who joined us today. We ran out of time. So thanks a lot, Andrea, once again, for your time, your knowledge, your insight. I'm sure that it was, for all of us, super interesting session. So thank you very much. Just a couple of things to wrap up. First, if you join a little bit late or you want to watch again the session, please visit the portal. In the Knowledge Hub, you will find this recording, the recording of today, in 48 hours. So you can watch it and check with tool, the prompts and everything. Second, I already shared on the chat, but I will post again. Tomorrow we have a Q&A session. That is the moment where we will be more than happy to answer all your questions regarding the competitions. So please join us tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m. Dubai time. Also, that is tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, we have a special session that is called Live Pitch and Feedback. So don't miss this session because participants will be pitching and mentors will be giving feedback live. So it's a great opportunity to all of us and learn from each other. So if you want to pitch and get feedback, also express your interest and complete the form that I also share on the chat, and I will do it again. Next Monday, we will have another Q&A session to keep answering questions regarding the competition. So just these 3 dates: tomorrow Q&A, Friday pitch and feedback, and Monday again Q&A. And that's it. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us today. And Andrea, thank you.
Until next time, happy learning.